Given the farmer's market buys $80 worth of pears at 25 cents each and apples at 50 cents each, that's a total cost of $80. Okay, so they spent a total cost of $80. They paid 25 cents for each pear and 50 cents for each apple. Find part A, a linear equation relating the number of apples they can buy and the number of pears. Part B, sketch the equation. Part C, interpret the slope and the x-intercept and the y-intercept. Okay, let x equal the number of pears and y equal the number of apples. We're naming our variables here. Now, what do we know? What is obvious here? The total cost of the pears added to the total cost of the apples is going to equal the total cost, the total amount of money they spent altogether. Okay, so what does that mean? That means that, well, the total cost of the pears, that's equal to the cost per pear times the number of pears. Plus, the total cost of the apples is the cost per apple times the total number of apples. Bring down the equal sign. The total cost, the total amount they spent was a total of $80. Okay, we know the cost of the pears is 25 cents each, so it's 25 times the number of pears. We said x was the number of pears, so it's 20.25 times x plus 0.5 times y, because those were 50 cents each, the apples. That equals 80. Okay, so that means get rid of the decimals by moving all the decimals 2 moves to the right. That's what it's going to take to get rid of all the decimals. So we've got 25x plus 50y equals 8,000. Okay, move the 25x to the other side. We're trying to get y equals mx plus b form. And divide each of the terms individually by the coefficient 50 and simplify. We get y equals negative 1 over 2 times x plus 8,000 divided by 50 turns out to be 160. Okay, so we have the linear equation y equals 1/2 x plus 160. Part B, interpret the y-intercept 0, comma, the b value is 160 in the equation. So the y-intercept is 0, comma, 160. And the x-intercept is where you let y equals 0 and solve for x, you'll get 320, so it's the ordered pair 320, 0. All right, that's what you get when you actually look for the x-intercept and the y-intercept. Now let's interpret them. Well, the slope is equal to rise over run. In y equals mx plus b, y equals 1/2 x plus 160, you can see the slope is a number multiplying the x, so it's 1/2. Now we'll draw the graph right here. Just graph those two ordered pairs for the x-intercept and the y-intercepts and connect them together. Then the slope, which is equal to negative 1 over 2, which is apples over pears, that because it's y over x, apples over pears. It says that if they decrease the apples by 1, they may increase the pears by 2. That's what it means. Negative 1 over 2. So if the negative's on the top, you say if you decrease the apples by 2, you can increase the number of pears you buy by, decrease the apples by 1, you can increase the apples by 2. And then the intercept 0, 160, that says if there are no pears and you can buy 160 apples. And then the intercept 320, 0 says if you buy no apples, you can buy 320 pears. Making me hungry.